and action. How's it going, YouTube? DM Tombstone Belts back here again with a brand new episode for you guys at DM Tombstone Live. And I know you guys are probably wondering why it takes so long for me to get on here. Well, first off, before I tell you why, let me start with saying when I do DM Tombstone Live, anything that happens is unsanctioned, uncensored. Try to keep it fan friendly as possible. And if you are watching this, please feel free. And if you're enjoying what I do, make sure to like. Be keeping track of the icons up there. And then, and as well, if you haven't seen my channel yet and want to know what I'm all about, especially with the stuff behind me, I may have 445 videos on my main channel. Go check those out. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, guys. I'm only 3 subscribers away from reaching 800. Let's try to get me to 800 before the end of the year, guys. We are so close from that goal. And it's for people like you that help me do it. And as well, don't forget to hit that and ring that notification bell, ding ding ding, so you guys be notified for when I do live streams and videos here on this channel. Ooh. So, you're probably wondering why did I not post around noon or so? Well, other than the fact that I was just a little busy today. Oh. But as well, today, if you didn't see, I posted on my social medias that I went to Motor City Comic Con with my brother and my nephew. And I actually met Devon Dudley there. I did talk about this the other day, and I did meet him, and you guys don't tell? Oh, yeah. For some reason, I think I might have messed up and made him sign upside down, but he signed my ECW tag team title. So we got that done. I'll be right back, guys. Just give me 1 sec. Sorry about that, guys. Let's come ring match. Yep. Like I said, I got my ECW tag belt signed by Devon. Had a little nice conversation with him, and it was a pretty nice day. And it was all, I mean, as well, there was Brutus the Barber beet cake there. But then again, I didn't bring my. Oh, hold on. Oh, 1 second, guys. I'm going to take. Give me a second. All right. I'm going to put this belt up back on the wall where it belongs. There we go. All set. But yeah. 1 second. Let's see what it says here. Pat, Pez. Hi, Pez. How are you? Thank you for being part of the live stream, man. Along with what's that guy? Ijaz Ahmed. Ijaz Ahmed. Used to go to ECW shows all the time when I lived in Philadelphia. Yeah. I mean, it was cool to meet Devon Dudley and had the ECW tag belt sign. Wish that Bubba would have been there, but I guess there was some reason that Bubba didn't want to go. But to each their own. I'll eventually make it Bubba whenever he does show up. Yeah, I was chatting with some people there at the Comic Con, and yeah, it was a pretty cool place to go. And I would have thought of live streaming there, but obviously I don't know if it would have been allowed or not. And I don't want to risk, cutting it too early if they were telling me I had to shut it off. Uh, Sir Giggles, what is your next championship belt you plan on buying? Okay, wow, that going right there with the giggles. Who else did you meet? And where was it at? It was in Livonia in Michigan. I mean, why it's called the Motor City Comic Con. I met a couple others. There was like, obviously they had Matthew Lillard. If you guys didn't know who that was, he played Stu Macher from Scream. He played Shaggy from the Scooby Doo live action movies. Scooby Doo, Scooby Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed. And then he also played in the Five Nights at Freddy's, the Springtrap character. But there was also what is it? They had several Twilight actors and actresses there, but they also had Bruce the Barber Beefcake and Dan Housen was there as well. So yeah, there were mostly three wrestlers and some that were from Twilight and some others that I didn't know of. And the guy that voiced Samurai Jack was there. I forgot his name, but yeah. What is your next championship belt I plan on buying? Well, I'm thinking of trying to at least complete my recent AEW collection. Somewhere of like, the the AEW trios, the AEW tag, and then the AEW World. And maybe, well, then again, it won't be fully complete until until they show off the national championship, and then they get that one too. Uh, yeah, there's those belts on my list, and also like the WWE tag belts on the list, like the WWE Tag Team Championship, the recent one, and of course the WWE World Tag Team Championship, the recent one. Like that type of stuff going on. We're going on for 9 minutes already, and all those people. What I say, guys, it was a crazy Comic Con. Had met some people. One guy, I think, I don't know if he's a TikToker or not, but I'm pretty sure he is. He's the guy that you see that looks exactly like Jeffrey D. Morgan, that one who plays like a Negan. And of course, I took a photo with him. He took a selfie with me and all that. That was pretty cool. What is your favorite championship title? Oh, my favorite. I mean, that's like trying to say, what is my favorite show to watch or something like that? It's kind of hard because I got certain favorites for what's my favorite like movie. It's kind of hard because I have a variations of favorites. I mean, there's always like the one for like my very first belt. Like I say, it's gonna be somewhere because that's like the WWE Network logo belt above my trophy case. That one could be up there because the fact is that was my first replica belt I bought. But then there's some good ones that are like not even replicas; they're mostly bootlegs. Like the Crumrine Big Gold I own is another one. Did they show what the national belt will look like? Not yet. As far as I know, they haven't shown it yet because they're still working on that. Uh, and I believe another favorite of mine would probably be the rated R spinner, since of how it is, how it looks big and all that. Which company do you think has the best title designs? You know, that was another thing I forgot to ask Devon before I was with him. I was so convinced about saying, like, do you ever go to, like, when they have those family party setups and, like, set up tables? Did anyone in your family say, hey, Devon, get the tables? Like, but he's like, no, they keep, like, the business on the road, like, all the stuff that happens on the road away from family stuff. And he told me about that. I wish I should have told him, like, out of the tag belts you won, which one would you say is your favorite? Because I did show him about this belt, and he's like, yeah, he's already got it in the trophy case and that. I never thought about that. I like the national belt designs of the NWA and MLW. I don't think I ever heard of NLW, but I know a bit of the NWA. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I own like the like I have the TNT belt. I have the unified title, which you guys seen previously on my unboxings and of course live streams about it. Hope AEW gets a cool design. Well, I do know some of their belts definitely pay homage to like old school title belts from like the NWA or the Midwestern belts. Like the international belt and the women's title belt look like the Midwestern championship back in the day. And of course the namesakes of titles. I mean, then again, the AEW came in with that unified championship title. I mean, obviously they didn't want to call it the Intercontinental title because it would just be like because it was a mixture of the international and the continental title. And it was like, oh yeah, we call it Intercontinental title, but then to have WWE on their ass for that. Google MLW national belt. You could give me your opinion on it. Wait, MLW isn't that like that woke culture like type of that woke culture talks about on his channel most times? I think I heard about that company. Yeah. What's it say? Hello, Ayani 34245. Hey, Ayani, how are you? Yeah, just you joining me. I was just talking about how I was at the Motor City Comic Con today. There was a couple wrestlers there. Met majority of the star, but majority of the casting or celebrity guests were mostly for Twilight because it was like a Twilight reunion. Mostly the not the main characters, like the girl who played Bella, or what was his name, Robert Pattinson, I think his name is. Like they didn't show up or anything like that. It's me from last time live. Hi, how are you? Welcome back. Yeah, normally I would have done this around noon or so, but obviously I got caught up doing going to the Motor City Comic Con, and it was a great place to meet great fans, great people that like the cosplay. Makes you feel like you. I mean, I went there before, and that's where I met the Hardys the last time and got the SmackDown tag belt signed. And then find out that they actually now won the NXT tag title. So now they pretty much won almost every single tag title that WWE had to offer. And then now to meet Devon, having some ECW belt of mine. Now I got two ECW belts signed, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And they like now I got like okay, I got one, two, three, four, five WWE belts signed, or four wrestling belts I own signed by wrestlers. I mean, unless you count the homemade hardcore belt I made, count as one, that would be six. Yeah, so pretty much now I'll just be sitting here doing the live stream and be waiting time before it's game time. You know, the Lions are gonna take on the current what is it? The current WWE I don't know. I got WWE on my mind now. The current Super Bowl champions being what is it? Oh yeah, uh, the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know why I couldn't think of it because I feel like I'm distracted today. But yeah, yesterday I too was distracted. Thought I had time to do the live stream, but then a friend of mine showed up. We'd spend the day together, you know, hang out. There's another buddy of mine, not my buddy Frank. He'll eventually be on his way back up here, probably after dealing with stuff down there in Ohio. After all, I did mention before about the passing of his mom. She passed away months ago from, I think it had to be from her cancer. And I do say, guys, I hope you guys find respect and prayers out for my buddy Frank Lanasa. He probably needs it as much as anyone, especially for a loyal friend of mine. And I do say so, my buddy Frank. If you are watching this live stream, whenever you have a chance to, then you know, man, I'm always here for you. You're my friend, more than a friend. In fact, I'd say you're my brother. He's not like a friend. You're like my brother to me. We've been friends for over a decade, for nearly a decade now, and I do say so that I'm always here for you and always will be. And I hope that again, I'm sorry for you for your loss, and my hearts and prayers go out to you and your family. Hi, Ayani. I know I've seen you. Yeah, and of course they had a lot of cool stuff there. I did see they were selling some belts there at the Motor City Comic Con as well. Pez, how did you feel about the Nikki Bella heel turn and the Zack Ryder return? I mean, it was cool. Zack Ryder was already back. He was mostly in NXT, but he was more like Matt Cardona. Here, I'm surprised they brought him back, and he was back as Zack Ryder. I'm surprised they didn't just say like the Long Island IZ Matt Cardona or something like his actual name. Even coming back with his old uh, Zack Ryder theme, it was pretty cool. But then again, for him to not win the match and just have LA Knight win, I mean, I don't know if you could say it's a hit or miss on that. I mean, do you guys think it would be better if Matt Cardona or Zack Ryder would have won instead of LA Knight? Squirtle. Yep. Got my buddy Squirtle. Hey, buddy. Say hi. Say hi to the fans. Yeah, it was at the Motor City Comic Con. They had these type of guy. They had a Squirtle there, but it wasn't the sleeping one. But but yeah, and they also have Bulbasaur and all those other stuff. They almost the only thing is they were so expensive. They're like $50. That one there was only 30, and it's about the exact size of the squirrel they had there. And I'm pretty sure that one there was a little more expensive. But yeah, they were selling. They had two replica belts I didn't have in my collection. The only problem was I didn't want to spend all my money just trying to get them. Like they were selling the original NXT tag, not the one I own. It was the old school version. They had that one. I think it was like what was it? Like $200. And then they had the old school NXT title as well. I don't know if it was a replica, but I think it might have been for like $300. I mean, I get it because they're rare, but But most of the other belts look like bootlegs. Like they had a TNA World Title. To me, it looked small, and definitely looked like a bootleg because the leather on it was just garbage. I think Matt Zach is just happy to be back in WWE for getting big stuff from the Indies. Yeah, well, he was from he jumped around. He was like the king of AEW. Went from GCW and TNA, AEW. He was jumping around a lot. But I think to find a place for him now to be back in WWE, it's great. But now it makes you wonder who's the other mystery guy we may hear about on Monday who's going to face Solo Sikoa in a match. We're not so sure. Yeah. But walking around the Motor City Comic Con with just the ECW tag belt, but as well as my Superman outfit, it was pretty good. Too bad you can't stream during Monday Night Raw. Yeah, it's kind of hard to stream Monday Night Raw, especially when I work Monday nights. I'm surprised if I'm able to stream during weekdays at all. The only time if I'm able to stream weekdays is if I have that day off from work, which I'm pretty sure I won't have that anytime soon. Until maybe by December. I'm going to say probably around December, like next month. I hear that I may only work 2 weeks into December and then I'm going to be off for a whole month. I'm not sure about it, but I'll let you guys know now. Chances are you may get more live streaming on weekdays within next month. Is that? And as well, I'm waiting more on to getting stones in the mill to get more of my stuff restoned. And we'll still be in talking with Random Munib, who you've seen I've done a video on recently on my channel of unboxing a send out leather strap for him for my WWE spinner. Yeah. It's always cool to watch wrestling with other fans. Yeah. Or even talk to other fans. So like I said, meeting up with the people that were standing in line with for Devon. Cool to know that some people are like, yeah, I was here before chatting with this wrestler or that wrestler. And some are like, yeah, I met them, I haven't met him, and all that. I mean, yeah, let people know. It's funny. I was telling them, yeah, they're like out of the choices of Devon of belts for him to sign, it was either going to be the ECW tag, which I brought, or one I wanted, thought about maybe the WCW tag because he did win that one too, along with the WWF tag. But the WWF tag I own is the dual plated block local version, and that was the Dudley Boys never won that version. The only one I think that may have been close, a wrestler that was there that probably been close to winning that would probably be the Bruiser Beefcake. Oh no, not Bruiser. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Yeah, exactly. I'll be right back. I need to get myself a little drink. Sorry about that, guys. I give myself a little sip of water before be right back. Okay. Yeah, and the worst part that said had to be the fact that my homemade costume was starting to fall apart. Like the sole of my boots, obviously was I had to reglue the sole on this boot because it was starting to come off. It actually fell off on the way out. So yeah, there was that. Well, just right now, just watching watching a movie. I think it's yeah, watching a Poseidon. If you guys don't know, it's the remake of the original 1980 or 1970 version of the Poseidon Adventure, done by the late great Wolfgang Peterson. Yeah, just want to do a little bit of live streaming here and there, and of course watch the football game. Hopefully the Lions kick the Eagles' ass. Let's go Detroit, and yeah, keep an eye out for watching for my stones to come in the mail to get those for stone, and then do more stuff. And I am working on. I am working on getting other stuff worked on, like as well. What is it? Like thinking about getting more send out straps, and more probably getting maybe eventually get more belts when I think about it. 'Cause believe me, was thinking twice about getting the NXT belts that are at the Mars City Comic Con because I did add them to my collection. But it's like I'm running out of space here, guys. You can see there's not much room now here to do this type of stuff. Oh, we're going on for nearly almost 30 minutes, so I'll do a little bit longer. Okay, I say, see how long I can probably do this before I get bored out of my mind to do this thing. But I'm saying I'm just hoping that you guys help me to try to get to 800. That's all I want to say is because that at least marked the an extraordinary moment in my YouTube career to finally say in 1 year I got nearly 300 plus subscribers in 1 year. Because last year I got to at least 200. Now this year to get to near 300 and yet getting close to my goal at least to get to 1,000 subscribers, it means a lot. And all it takes is your guys' help. And it really would help me out a lot to get to do more for this channel. Like I know I eventually want to get more into doing more homemade belts. Because I've even talked to people at the Motor City Comic Con, like I told them, like I came here before with a homemade belt that McFoley signed, which is pretty cool. Back, hey, welcome back, Pez. Yeah, just chatting here and there and stuff of what I could do. Yeah. So I'm saying like like talking to Random and Eve when he gave me the send out strap for the WWE spinner. I was telling him about maybe getting some US send out straps, like for the United States titles. Either my most recent US title or my WWE US spinner. I know I want to try to replace that US spinner because the black of it's starting to chip off, and thought it deserves to be on real leather. And I think I may go for that because after all, it is near. We're getting close to near the end of John Cena's career, and I think I already re-leathered the WWE spinner. I think it'd be best bet to get a re-leathered US spinner in honor of Cena's like final year. And the thing, I'm shocked that he's now the Intercontinental Champion too. Like, what are your guys' thoughts on that? I think before John Cena leaves, he is now a Grand Slam champion. The one title that he had never fought for in his entire career, it would be the last belt he'll win. I mean, I don't know if you could say that's more of respect, because I feel like he should have thought of maybe winning it and then win the 17th title. Yeah, Grand Slam champion now. Yeah, I was shocked that when I was listening to it on my phone from Netflix, seeing him defeat Dominic Mysterio and become the Intercontinental Champion. It was awesome to think now he's finally got it all. He's walking away as a Grand Slam champion. Iram, hey Iram, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being a part of it. Yeah, I may stick around here for a little bit longer. Hi Pez. Yeah, hey guys, glad to see you here. Come on, guys. Oh, let's get rid of that. I remember you from last time live. Yeah, I seen that coming. Yeah. Well, then again, they were always talking about that. Yeah, if anything that John Cena wanted to do with his final year, there was a lot of things he could be, and now finally he's up there with many people in WWE that could be considered as a Grand Slam champion, like Rey Mysterio. He's a Grand Slam champion. I think Jeff Hardy. He's a Grand Slam champion. Uh, the Miz. He's another one. Who else? Randy Orton. Yeah, Randy Orton. He's another one now as a Grand Slam champion as well, along with Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like all of them are now Grand Slam champions, and John Cena is now another one of them. He's going to join War Games. Well, we're not sure if he is or not. We're not even sure if he's even going to be part of the Survivor Series at all. Seth Rollins also. No, there's no way Seth Rollins is joining. He just got injured literally weeks ago, and believe me, I know about how it is when it comes to rotator cuff surgery. It's going to take about 6 months. He may not make it to WrestleMania. Let's see. There I am. Hey guys. I mean, there's a chance they say Roman Reigns may join in the War Games. The chat was messed up for that bit. Yeah. Yes. It's my 17th day of. Guys, we try to keep this family friendly as possible. I mean, I get you talk about NNN, but I say I'm going to stick to NSM, Non Shave November. Cena in Hall of Fame. in 2026. I may see that, but then again, it may be too early for him to do so, to be in there. So, I mean, after all, we kind of had to wait 2 years for Undertaker to go into the Hall of Fame after his final match from WrestleMania 36. He ended up getting inducted in 38. So I don't know if we're going to see Cena be inducted literally this year. I mean, chances are he may get inducted next year. Definitely. Chances are it may be either next year or maybe the year after. But I'm saying this should be. I'm wondering when they eventually may induct Bray Wyatt because I feel like Bray Wyatt deserves to be inducted. Maybe in 2027. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe 2027, Cena may get inducted because you're inducting him too early. That would make it no sense. Because I know there's some other people. We already know that Stephanie McMahon is the first one to be announced to going into the Hall of Fame this year. So it's pointing out that the entire authority is now being inducted to the Hall of Fame. The only thing that's missing is Shane O'Mac. But yeah. Uh, let's say hi. Maybe go to an hour and so, then we'll call it a day. Give you guys something special. After all, I feel it's a special day. Why not do a special hour-long live stream? I think if Jericho comes back and is the last opponent for Cena, then I could see them both giving it at the same time. Well, I do say so as well. But who's to say if Jericho is not going to continue to be wrestling even after, you know, oh, sorry. I'm going to just pause that for a second. I'm getting distracted. But I don't know if they would induct Chris Jericho because I'm pretty sure Chris Jericho would be the one to say, I won't go in until I say I'm done. Because there's some wrestlers that would hate to be inducted to the Hall of Fame until their careers are over. Because some of them think of it like that. Wait, what is your option, Pez and DMT? That WrestleMania 42 is going to Saudi. You mean 43? 42 is in Vegas. His contract is up with AEW. Yeah, in December. Who was going to opponent of John Cena? Well, we're not sure about that. Well, my thoughts of 43 and Saudi. I feel like Saudi Arabia should at least maybe had it maybe anywhere but 43 because I'm waiting for when Detroit was finally going to get a WrestleMania again. Yeah, it took them 20 years to just go from 3 to 23. I was thinking they're going to do it again. It'd be a funny joke that every 20 years WrestleMania would come back to Detroit, but I guess not. I just hope they don't go in between Saudi and Las Vegas every year now because that would be stupid. I think WrestleMania only should be in the USA. Well, there was a couple times that WrestleMania was in Canada, but there's a chance now it could go be in Mexico. It could be in the UK. WrestleMania is become a big global phenomenon now. It should rather be going anywhere. I mean, yeah, for the last 40 some years it was in North America alone. But that was when Vince McMahon was taking over. And now he's no longer there. They want to make WrestleMania worldwide. It's already been worldwide with all the streaming services and people watching it at home that can't go. But now it's like they could now have a chance to see what year it will be when it actually does go. WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, WWE is going to where the money is. It is inevitable that WrestleMania goes other places than USA. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Because John Cena was even talking about having WrestleMania in England, like or London, and that. Because now we're thinking that they're going to talk about having WrestleMania in other places besides any city in the USA or like in Canada. It won't be long too probably we may see a WrestleMania in Mexico. What you guys think of Dominic IC Championship reign? It was okay, but I know eventually he had to lose the title. And if anyone deserved to take the title off him, it had to have been Cena. Because after all, it was Cena's last run, and out of anything, he did deserve to win the IC title. And if he retires as the IC champion, I think it may be worth it. I like Dominic. Did you know Maven, Pez? Pretty sure he knows Maven. Pez has been around longer before I was. He would know around the time of Hogan, Flair, and other people even in the before the WWF era. He knows like about the people like uh, Buddy Rogers, and of course, who else is there? Harley Race. Like he's the guy in the days when NWA was popular. But yeah, Maven. I've seen a lot of stuff about him. I'm surprised they haven't talked about bringing him back or something like that. But who's to say? Yeah. But now it makes you wonder, what do you guys think that mystery opponent that Solo Sokoa has to face on Monday night's going to be? I'm pretty sure we still got other mystery opponent matches that are going to happen on WWE. So far, we already know the 4 winners that are advancing in the next round for the last time is now tournament. They were saying they had 16 matches. We already seen 8 of them because we got 4 winners: Sheamus, Rusev, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. All right, those 4 are in. I think Joe Hendry. You think Joe Hendry? Raw is doing good, but why the hell SmackDown is doing shit? Well, you can't. Well, Dave, it all depends on who's running the shows. I just feel like how and plus 2 things. SmackDown is not like an A show like Raw. Raw's been around much longer than SmackDown. SmackDown's most likely like a well, it's like I don't know how to say it, but I feel like it's like if it wasn't for the fact of how big the rosters were, I'm pretty sure they would not have SmackDown. But then again, they ever since they bought out like ECW and they had 3 shows, and then they dropped ECW and just brought NXT into the mix, they now have 3 shows. But as well, it's a cable show on USA. And I get it. It's also I'd say depends on who's running the show that day. I think it's running under. Don't get me don't quote me on this, but I think they said now the one who's running the show mostly for talent, and that I think that would be Road Dogg Jesse James. Let's see what it says. To be honest now, days is unbreakable to watch SmackDown. Yeah, but SmackDown of 2020 to 2024 was great. Yeah, I would say so. What is your opinion about? I'm gonna pause that for a second. There were periods where I didn't watch wrestling. I mean, believe me, I used to be where I usually watch SmackDown more than I was watching Raw because I didn't know the times to watch Raw because Raw used to be like from 9 to 11, and then it started at 8, go from 8 to 11, And then when I started watching Raw, I was like, okay, there's a lot of things I was missing. But I was spending more time watching SmackDown. And then as well, there was NXT and ECW. I didn't watch a lot of that. But then when I was getting older, I was old enough to stay up and watch these shows. And then, yeah. So I didn't. So you don't watch WWE now? I think he doesn't. I think he, during COVID 2020, there was no audience. I didn't watch. Yeah. It was hard to watch WWE because it doesn't feel the same when you have wrestlers just wrestling in empty arenas. Let alone like that Thunderdome where it's like looks like it was like via Skype or something like that. Yes, I watch now. I still watch WWE, even though had bad times and good times. But yeah, there's all that. All right, guys, I'm gonna need another sip of water. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. What do you think, guys? Which year was bad, 2019 or 2025? Ah, I like older wrestling. I would have to say maybe. I mean, I'm not sure because to me they all felt the same. For me, 2019 is worse, and 2025 is bad. Well, 2020 was kind of a rough year. 2019 was okay, and 2025 is okay. I think it was just worse the fact because I think it was just worse for 2020 because the fact that there was nobody there to watch live. Garbage. Yeah. I mostly like to watch old school wrestling too, like around the early 2000s. Like from 2000 to 2009 and or 2010 was like probably the best of WWE or wrestling at that time. I remember in 2019 wasn't that bad. AEW was going on TV and challenged WWE with wins. Yeah, I would say so. So, but then again, was AEW really challenging WWE for that for ratings? Because if it was more, because I feel like after the whole Monday Night War thing with WCW and WWE, I think the time for wrestling supremacy or something like that kind of died out after Vince left. Now it's like all these wrestling companies can work together and not worry about trying to buy each other out. Yes, WWE bought out AAA, and they're working with TNA and all that stuff. It's sad to use that new WWE would World Heavyweight Champion never ever be in main event of WrestleMania. Well, we're not so sure. What do you mean? I think it was in the main event of when Jey Uso won it at WrestleMania this year. Yeah. Mm, what do you like, Pez? Undisputed champion or WWE World Heavyweight champion? Are you talking about like the belts themselves, or are you talking about the people that are holding the belts? Are you talking about Cody Rhodes or CM Punk? Or are you talking about the belts themselves, like the World Heavyweight title or the Undisputed title? And it's funny that how history always seems to repeat itself. Like when we had the World Heavyweight title, it was it's of course it's now on Raw, and of course the WWE title's on SmackDown. Kind of like how it was 20 years ago. And then maybe there's a chance that if they do drafts and the champions can really jump between the shows, we may relive the era where we're going to see that undisputed WWE Championship on Raw and the World Heavyweight Championships move to SmackDown. As far as belts, I like the WWE World Heavyweight belt. As far as the championship prestige, I like the WWE Championship. Okay, better yet. Yeah, I like that because the WWE Championships lineage, it goes back way, I think, way beyond to the, and has more prestige than the World Heavyweight Championship. Other than the fact that the World Heavyweight Championship, it has spawns of all the way back to the NWA era for like Buddy of Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, Harley Race, and David Von Erich. I like both, but I love the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah, I think that. And guys, what is the bad? Think of 2025. Um, other than releasing some popular superstars from WWE, like releasing Braun Strowman, and of course, releasing Karrion Cross. Like I think releasing them would have been a worse thing. Would titles go back to world title goes back to 1948? Okay, I didn't know that. All I know is the fact that how WWE's championship it goes all the way back to like 1960s. I didn't know about the NWA World Title going that far back to nearly 1948. I did not know that. - 1963. Yeah, that's what I said. The WWE Championship goes all the way back to 1963, where the very first one was Buddy Rogers. You know, Matt Cardona is still not in contract with WWE. Actually, he is. He just signed his contract back to WWE because I heard about it on the WrestleMania channel. They were talking just about it, how I think they said he re-signed with WWE. Yeah, wow, we're going on for almost an hour, guys. Yeah. And yet but then again, they're saying that the World Heavyweight Championship of today, they're saying it has no lineage to the original Big Gold or the World Heavyweight Championship before, like the one that was the Raw World Heavyweight Championship held by Triple H, Batista, Goldberg, Booker T, like all those great champions. This new World Heavyweight Championship at WWE today doesn't have the exact same lineage as the previous one. That's what they're saying. Another good stream. Thank you, Pez. I'll just go for a little longer than today just to get people chances on here to say hi and all that. And wow, already a few likes I see. And thank you guys so much. Yeah, just feeling sore and tired today. I don't know why. Well, just be excited to try to get through today and all that. I missed the Miz as Intercontinental Champion. Really? Because Edge came back. Well, we don't know sure if Edge did come back. They're saying that Edge may still be under the contract with AEW. He's just taking time off. AEW. That's all. What's that? What are you watching? Oh, yeah, I was talking about. I was watching Poseidon. Uh, an old movie from 2006. It's been almost 20 years since this movie came out. It was basically a remake of the original Poseidon Adventure that came out, I think, 1972 or 73. I'm just a cog in the machine. But thanks. Yeah. All right, we reached the 2 minute warning, guys. So I'm just gonna do a little outro for you guys, and then call it a day. I mean, after all, it was a pretty good day today. So yeah, there's that. So thank you guys so much for being part of this live stream. Thank you for liking it, and as well for anyone that's watching this and has been new to my channel, want to know what I'm all about. What is your favorite moment of WWE, guys? Probably the favorite moment here from my perspective. It probably had to be when Daniel Bryan won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Favorite moment ever. And if I would have to say for moments for me, I think I had to be Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. Those type of things. Next stream date, it's probably going to be next Saturday or Sunday, depending on my work schedule. It most likely could be a Sunday, but if I have if I'm open on Saturday, I'll be opening it up on Saturday. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Like for likes. And if you're new to my channel, want to know what I'm all about, check my previous 445 videos up on my channel. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Stay at 3 away. Let's try to get 3 more subscribers so I can get to 800. And as well, don't forget to ring the notification bell, ding ding ding, so you guys be notified when I do stream dates. Can you do a 3 times a week? I wish I could, but there's no chance any way I could be able to. But I let you guys know, the only chance I've been able to do that type of stuff is when the birth of the Attitude Era. Definitely that. But as well, okay, so notify everyone I do videos and other streaming time. Shout out to my friends like Dex, who does his live streams as well on his channel, mostly involved in music. but he also does a wrestling channel called Wrestle Chat Talk. You may see me there every now and then. Also, shout out to my buddy Stephen Hammer, Stephen Hammer, who we've been on here twice. We chatted up a bit. We had quite fun. If you go check his channel, he's all about wrestling belts as well. And also follow me on my social media, like on X at DMTombstone96, and as well on Instagram at DME96, where I may post stuff there if I post stuff here on YouTube. Anyway, see you on Saturday, guys. See you. So I'm DM Tombstone Belts, and for DM Tombstone Live, signing off. See you guys next time. Have a good day, everybody.